Day 3. Diamonds in the rough. We are shaking away. Who are we shaking away for, Mafi?
Yeah, we're shaking the tree, trying to find something to fall out, right? some sort of ripe fruit falling out of the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we mentioned before in other podcasts I mentioned before. Just if follow the draft, if you've been watching, just the podcast, just not even obviously ours specifically, but just any of them talking about the online draft class this year. It's at the top. It's pretty weak for the most part as far as for like those blue chip guys. There's like maybe 2 blue chip tackles in this class, maybe if you kind of squint a little bit. And then even after that, the kind of mid, how do I cut it? The day 2 depth is not great either. But once you get to day 3, there's some guys. I mean, they're not. You're not looking at like guys to be starters as rookies, but guys who have at least some size, some talent, some length, and stuff who can play in the NFL. I mean, there's going to be a bunch of tackles that are going to project to move inside, as this happens like every year. Of course, every draft class, there's going to be a bunch of college tackles that project to move inside. So, just on a quick aside, it's a pretty decent guard class, just again because there's a bunch of tackles that are projecting inside. But as far as day 3 tackles that kind of fit the Packers thresholds and kind of fit like a need and stuff like that, kind of fit what they look for, kind of generally as far as what we know, because obviously the combine's just starting. There's workouts will start tomorrow, but tomorrow will be like D-line, specialists, and I think one other position. I think tight ends. But as far as guys, as far that we have official measurements on, verify whether over the summer from like Senior Bowl or Shrine Bowl or whatever, day 3 guys to keep an eye on. A guy that I kind of like, he might have to play some guard, but I think at the very least, if he can show he can stick a tackle, at least you can give him some depth. He can give you some depth at guard. Sorry, you can teach some guard. Is Alan Heron from Maryland? He's a player that people don't really know very much about. He got an invite to the combine, but he played at Shorter University. If I know most people don't know where that is or ever heard of that school. He played at Shorter a couple of years ago, but then transferred over to Maryland last 2024 for the 24-4 season. And so he's been their right tackle the last 2 seasons. And this year was his best season, of course, his final season. He's sorry, I lost my spot. Oh, there. So he's just under 6'5". He's 321 with over 34-inch arms. Interesting background. He went to high school in Jamaica. He was born in Jamaica, and then came over to the U.S. Went to high school in Georgia. So he's still kind of learning. He's still kind of new to football to an extent. So there's obviously going to be some growing pains there with him, of course, and some learning and some growing and stuff like that. And he could be a swing tackle type of guy to keep an eye on. But again, mostly right tackle experience. So we'll see if he can play left tackle or at least learn left tackle to be a swing tackle type of guy.